So the person on your mind, the person you are asking about, okay, they are not going to change, collective. I don't know what energy this is that I'm picking up, but whether or not if this is someone that made an offer towards you, could have been a water sign, does not have to be. So Scorpio, Cancer, I was going to say Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius, but also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be a water sign, but it does feel like there is someone in your energy right now, collective, that you could be. I'm just going to say it. This is someone that you make excuses for. This is someone that you've given them chance after chance after chance. This is someone that has either crossed boundaries with you or they test it, right? It's like the energy of like a little kid that, you know, tests certain boundaries, what they can get away with. This is that energy here. And whether this has been a long-standing thing, like if this has been something that's years and years and years, right? Could be a family member, it could be a partner, it doesn't matter, but it just feels like there's this energy that is just, it's constantly, they don't have any fear of you cutting them off because you have never given any type of indication. You've never taken action against their it's almost like you have grievances towards this person, or you have, sorry, I'm all over the place with this. You have grievances with this person, or there's criticisms you have about this person, but it's either they don't care or they care, but they don't care to change because you've never given them a reason to. You are coming off very much as the enabler in this situation, and don't make any message fit if it doesn't, right? If this is nothing to do with your life right now, then don't take it, right? This is probably not the video for you. But it's very much so that there is a person around you that knows that they can get away with certain things. They know that they can say certain things and you'll let it go, you'll let it fly, or you just won't do anything. Like it's just oh, that's how they are, that's just them, right? This person knows that they can get around something with you. And again, it doesn't have to be like, this could be someone that it's been years and years like this, but this could also be someone that is testing the waters. Maybe they're new in your energy. Maybe this is a new friend or a new partner, and it's like maybe it's fresh, right? A couple months, a couple weeks, and they're trying to figure out, okay, well, you know, how can I start to show my true self without them, you know, kicking me out of their energy? It's very calculative. It's very, I'm hearing the word premeditated. Like, this is someone that has done this before, or this is someone that does this with people in their life. It's not necessarily just you that is being taken advantage of or is being disrespected in some way. But I think right now, because you're clicking on this video, I feel you're at a point now where you're over it. Like, this is it. You're realizing this has got to come to an end. I can't keep making excuses for this person. This person is not going to change. This person is not going to change. They have to want to change for themselves. This is someone, if you keep in your life or if you don't set any boundaries with, they will drag you down with them. Intentionally, unintentionally. This is, yeah, they don't care who gets in the crossfire. They don't care who gets swept up in the tornado that they cause within their own life. This is someone that lives in chaos, or they're comfortable in chaos, right? This is someone who is giving the energy of, you know, those people who, you know, they need to go to therapy, but they're the type of person that's like, I already know what they're going to say. It's like, no, babe, they're educated for a reason. Okay. Like, we don't have that education. Okay. We don't have that information. We don't have that expertise. Okay. But this is someone that feels like they don't need that. They don't need anyone. They don't need any of that. They know what's best for them all the time. And Spirit is letting you know, whether it's your angels, your ancestors, someone, it could be an ancestor heavy coming through, where they're telling you, because it's a very no nonsense collective. And again, I apologize if the tone of this reading is a little bit tough or a little bit blunt, but I feel like this could even be something that people in your life, friends, certain family members, even your own spirit team, that I've told you, like, you need to cut ties with this person, or you need to cut ties with this situation. I feel it's more a person, though, honestly. It really does feel a person in your life, in your circle, in your energy. They could be trying to reach out to you soon with the Knight of Cups here to make some type of offer. And it could be a message that is, it could stir up a lot of emotions. Like, it could trigger your nervous system, that they do something, they say things to get you, it sets you off, collective. It sets you off, but for some reason you allow it. You're still allowing it. But Spirit is letting you know, you need to cut ties. And if this sounds harsh and you're like, I can't do that, like, I can't, then, don't take the message. But for those where you're like, yeah, I already know. I know I need to let go of this. I know I need to cut ties with this person. I know I need to do this. But you keep hanging on for whatever reason. It's like Spirit is telling you now, if you do not put down the boundaries that you know you need to, you are going to get swept up in whatever situation this person is creating for themselves right now. And what I'm seeing is a tornado. Okay, I'm seeing a tornado. This person is causing chaos in their own life, or there's a lot of turbulence, a lot of disruptions, a lot of things that are out of their control in their life. And if you're not firm in where you are going to get swept up in this. And it's really does give the feeling like if this person reaches out with the message, they could spam you with it, right? If you don't reply or you don't get the answer, you don't give the answer that they want, it's like they're sending another message. They're sending another message. They're sending another message. They're trying to call you. But I feel like you're going to be in a period where you're like, I'm not responding the way that they are used to. I'm not responding the way that you want to. I'm not going to enable you anymore. And I don't care if you don't like the answer. I don't care if you don't like me. This is going to be something that's going to be emotionally taxing for you. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit and say, oh, it's going to be so easy. It's so easy to get rid of this person. No, like, this is going to be something that is difficult. And I feel like you already know this. You already know this because it's already been difficult for you to detach from this person or the situation. For some of you, it could be a situation, but for most of you, it's going to be a person. You're going to need a lot of rest, okay? Like, it's going to be something that you're going to feel drained with. But with the Chariot here, like, you are moving forward. You're moving with a purpose now. You're not letting shit hang on. Like, you're not letting shit drag you back. You're not letting shit keep you in place. It really does feel like a weight, like it's something's like a chain around your ankle where it's like you couldn't really move that far, right? I'm even seeing the image, the freaking, what's that like barking thing in Super Mario where it's like chained up? I forgot what it is. I'll put a picture of it, but it can attack, but it can only attack so far. I feel like that's where you're at. That's like you were trying to get away, but you're like chained to this person. It's like the leash only goes so far. And maybe that's what, like, you're on an energetic leash, or you were on some energetic leash, but you're like, you realize now, like, this is bullshit for yourself. This isn't what you need. This isn't what you want. And this isn't your fight. This is not your burden to carry. This is not for you to take responsibility of. However you need to fit it for you, and don't force it, like I said. But Spirit is really telling, I was only going to take 3 cards, but another card came out with this one, and it's saying, stop repeating the same thing again. Maybe that's where you're at, where you're like, how many times am I going to do this? How many times are we going to go over this? How many times are you going to make the same mistake? How many times am I going to let you in? How many times am I going to allow this person to talk to me like this? How many times am I going to allow this person to come in? Like, you're questioning with yourself where you're like, how many times can I do this? How much longer realistically can I deal with this? How you're really going to have to be honest with yourself, collective, about where you want to go and who it is that you want to bring on the road that you're on the path that you're on. And maybe for some of you, this is like, it doesn't even need to be like, if this is a family member and you're like, I'm not trying to like get rid of this person forever, but maybe you are no longer enabling certain behaviors. Like if this is a sibling that's sleeping on your couch and they said that they were going to be out by the end of the month and they've been there for like 2 years, not looking for jobs, not looking for this, not looking for that. And you know, you're like, Kate, you got to go. You need to find a place. You got 3 weeks to get your shit. And, you know, maybe to them, they're like, oh my God, you know, collective is being so cruel. They're heartless. I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to this. But you have opened up your home to this person for like 2 years when it should have been just like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're going to make it seem, and this is all coming from emotion, they're going to make it seem like you are the villain or you are the bad guy because you're taking a stance on something, when in reality, you have been the person that has taken on more shit from them. You have been the person to give them more chances than anyone else has. You have given them opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after chance after chance after chance. And when it comes down to it, you are finally understanding and you're finally realizing, it's finally clicking into place that this person is not going to change. It does not matter how many times they tell you. It doesn't matter if you guys have a good day one day and everything's looking beautiful, everything's great, you guys are laughing, da, da, da. At the end of the day, their actions are not changing. Their actions are not going to change. And if you're not realizing that, and if you don't take the actions that you need to for yourself, you are going to get swept up in whatever it is that this person is dealing with. I'm not sure what they're dealing with, but this could be something that you had to deal with, help them deal with in the past, right? Like maybe this is something you ended up having to take the brunt of, and it wasn't even your problem. That's crazy. I'm getting someone, it's like, I'm just using this as an example, but say you have like a sibling. This could be a sibling because I keep bringing in siblings as an example, but say you have a sibling who maybe this is like a half sibling or something. Say their other parent or their family, extended family on their other side, maybe they have to go clean out a family member's house who passed away, and they ask you for help because no one else is going to help them, right? And then you end up doing the brunt of the work. And then you're like, damn, this ain't even my family. Like, this is not my responsibility. And I'm doing fucking 99% of the workload. I'm doing 99% of the labor, whether it be physical or emotional, mental, whatever it is. It's like you end up taking the burden or the responsibility of this other person. And I really think that spirit is letting you know, your angels, your ancestors, they're like, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to end what needs to end. It's time for you to cut the cord. I'm hearing like, get off the tit even. Okay, so if you have I'm not here to tell parents how to parent, okay? That's not my place, but it does give the feeling of like, you need to let this person spread their wings, because you're in a way almost doing them a disservice as well, not only just for yourself but also for them, because they need to go do what they need to do, and you cannot hold their hand through every process. It's like maybe you're coddling someone right now, collective. I don't know, maybe you're babying someone. It doesn't even need to be a child, but maybe you treat this person, or you see them, or maybe you mother them or father them. It's like you're parentified in some way in this connection, and you're realizing like, no, I have to move on. Like, you cannot keep doing the same thing, collective. You can't. And if you want to, if you choose to, then that's up to you. That's totally your decision. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to provide the message. I'm the messenger, okay? But if you choose to stay in the cycle, then don't be surprised when the same results happen. You know what I mean? You have to walk away from this person, from this situation, to get different results. You need to push forward. You need to move forward. Because at the end of the day, you know, deep down, you could be clairvoyant. It's like you have an inner knowing where you're like, this is not right. This is bullshit. Like, something is amiss. Like, look at his eyes open. He can't even be at peace right now because he's like, something's going on. Like, I'm trying to be zen right now, and this bullshit keeps coming up. And these same types of patterns, behaviors, whatever it is, same situations keep repeating over and over and over. It's like a broken record. Back to it. Back to the start. You need to be the one that lifts the fucking needle and puts a stop to it. You need to change the tune. You need to change the music. You need to switch it up. You need to move forward. You cannot keep looking back. You need to actually, whatever the offer, like, you need to pour into yourself. You need to take that cup and pour it for yourself right now, collective. And if this person is upset, if they don't like you, then that's how they choose to react to it. If they get upset with you, especially after everything that's gone on, if you've been the person that's supporting them, and not to say that you're using this against them, like, oh, well, I helped you, you should be. No, I don't see that in your energy, but it's just more of I just feel like you guys are at different maturity levels. Whoever this other person is, they're not at the maturity level you're at, because they're going to see it more as an attack rather than, oh, you know what? Thank you so much for helping me out. I really, like, you were there for me when no one else was. Thank you so much. And thanks for the reality check too, because your real friends will give you a reality check. Okay. Like, your real friends, the people that truly love and care for you, they're not going to let you, but they're not going to stay quiet when you are in, like, the danger zone. You know what I mean? They're going to be honest with you. If you're going back on bad habits, bad cycles, having enabling behaviors, like, the people who love you and care for you are not going to just sit idly by while you're just stuck in the same limbo, same repeat, you know? And maybe people have tried to tell you about this before and you could have got defensive. But I think now you understand, you realize, you're like, no, I can't. It's done. Like, what's done is done. Like, you're not going to repeat the cycle anymore. It's done. And I think you understand that now, and you're realizing, like, I can't change this person. This person is not going to change. They're not going to change on their own. I can't help them I can't walk. What's that phrase? You can walk a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. This person needs to come to that on their own. And maybe you have a little bit of a savior complex thing, or maybe you just really wanted to help them out. You love them, you care for them, you don't want them to go down a dark path. But that's not ultimately what I'm getting here, is that's not for you to decide, collective. You got to be in control of your path right now, because you're swerving out the lanes. You're not in your lane, collective. You're in the other lane. You're swerving. You need to straighten up. You need to refocus. And it's going to take a toll emotionally. I'm going to say what the cards are saying here. It's going to take a toll emotionally. You're probably going to feel more tired. You're probably going to be a little bit more like wanting to lay in bed, wanting to maybe play music over and over again to help you get through something, right? Like, music is very helpful. You could have a song on repeat, you know? And maybe that helps you through this. But yeah, that's generally the overall message from what I'm getting here. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm sorry this wasn't like the most positive. You know what? Let's just grab an advice real quick. I don't even know. It's just confidence. You are encouraged to disconnect from the physical or materialistic plan and move to the spiritual realm. You have a deep spiritual connection which you mustn't ignore. You are on the brink of transformation and your divine purpose may be revealing itself. So yeah, there's something about you also going, you might have a lot of disruptive meditations right now, or there's been a lot of, it may be harder or more difficult lately for you to connect with your intuition or with your inner self, but that's because you're in this cycle. Like, you're not focusing on yourself. So once you start to focus on yourself again, you're going to feel more connected with your, I want to say magic, but like your intuitiveness, your spiritual, like there's something where you're disconnected from mind, body, spirit. It's imbalanced right now. And once you right in yourself, once you once you get yourself off that path of like solely dedicating your life and your responsibilities to another person who is very much capable of doing that on their own, that's when you're going to start to regain this confidence. You're going to start to regain a little bit more. You may even get a bit more understanding. There may be more clarity. You might see the situation from a different perspective once you take yourself out of it, because you could be seeing things, you know, when you're too close to something, you're not seeing all the sides of it. You may be too, you know, when they have like detectives, or if you're too close to the work, you're going to miss certain pieces. You need to step back from something in order to see the whole situation clearly. And you are going to gain confidence with this. There is something about you gaining a bit more stability, like with your footing. Because maybe you're feeling a little, I just get like you're not feeling like you're on a very straight path right now. It feels a little jumbled. It feels a little murky. But once you get, it's like your course is going to straighten out. Once you start focusing back on yourself, collective, it's going to become smoother waters for you. Productivity. It's time to examine your productivity. Or disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clearer view on how to get to where you want to go and what it will take to get you there. Yeah, so you could be somewhere where it's like things are not working out. You need to step back. You need to step back right now. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know if this resonated. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you're treated as you treat others. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. Take care. Bye.